reason we decided to get married in Seattle, even though I grew up in California, was because of Beth Shalom, and what a really amazing community we feel we've. I was going to say that we've built here, but really that we've fallen into since we've moved here, and it was really special to be able to have our wedding, to have Shabbat dinner here, to have our Ufruf here, and to include all of the friends and mentors that we've made in this community, to include them in our wedding weekend, and to introduce our family and our friends from other parts of our life to all of the friends that we've made here. It felt like an extra blessing.
There are a lot of things in life that I take for granted, and I think that we've done a pretty good job of not taking for granted Beth Shalom in our lives since we moved here. 32, I'm a rabbi, and this is the first synagogue in my life that I've really felt part of.
A couple weeks ago, we got a letter in the mail from Rabbi Borden and the board that said, Mazel Tov on your Ufruf and your wedding, and it was signed by like 15 people. And I opened the letter and I just cried to have that kind of warmth and follow through that is unbelievable.
Ayelet was born in this past March 2008, and I believe she was the second of the baby boom generation here at Beth Shalom. And it's great to know she's going to grow up here, and she's going to be part of this Beth Shalom community and part of this group of babies that has just joined our synagogue. When I gave birth to Talia 5 years ago, she was born on the Thursday. It was second night Pesach. And Ron and Michaela went to synagogue on Shabbos to name her and to share that joy with the community. So before he left for shul that day, he said, well, if anybody wants to come see you, would that be okay? And I said, of course, yeah, that sounds great. Little did I know what he meant by that. And so it turns out that a bunch of people came. So many people came that afternoon to visit and to share in our joy at the birth of Talia. And as postpartum as I was, it was the perfect way to spend the first Shabbat with Talia in our home, to have our community come and share our joy. So when Ayelet was born not too long ago, he asked me the same question, though he was a little bit clearer with his question this time. And he asked me, can I say from the Bima that if anybody wants to come and visit, they can come visit? And I said, of course. What better way to spend the first days with our new addition?
My most favorite thing about Beth Shalom is it feels like home. And it feels like a place where I can bring my kids, and they're safe and they're comfortable, and they know everyone, and people they don't know they can get to know.
Beth Shalom is home for us. It's our community. It's a place where Ron and I and the children can grow as a family, and we can grow spiritually. And there's no other place that we would rather raise our family.
I can only say one thing about Pearl. Ron Schneewitz visited me on a Sunday before Monday. Pearl passed away, and Ron and I went into the bedroom where she was. At that time, she was very weak, and she couldn't even open her eyes. But Ron bent down and talked to her, and then then he got up, and then I went down on my knees, and I said, "Here I am, baby," and I looked at her, and she opened her mouth, and I saw that her smile, and closed her lips, and I asked Ron, "What did she say?" She said, "Goodbye to you, Jack." That's the way it was. And what I did is I called my grandkids, my daughters, and told them that they better come because Mother was going. I don't remember exactly what I said, but they all came, and all my grandkids and my daughters were there. She said goodbye, and they were all laying on the bed with her when she left. It was very emotional. It's very beautiful, and I'll never forget that scene. She was 90 pounds of dynamite. I am donating a playground center for the Beth Shalom for the young kids. What got me started was those young kids and sitting in shul and sitting up there at the bima and the future of the shul. That's what's important to me. The future of the shul is sitting right on the bima. I wanted the shul to continue on, starting with the little ones and go, and at one time they weren't here like they are now. Prior to that time, I was here at shul one day, and for some occasion, and after the ceremony was over, Joel Migdal sat down on the bima, and all them kids were on, and I said, that's what. Then I realized that would be a good thing to do. That would be in Pearl's memories, and I still feel that way. I felt that way at Saturday, and I felt more that I did the right thing for Pearl, and I think Pearl will be very happy.